There's all kinds of screaming down on the other street. Is this what's going on? Yeah. So he agent to call me back, stealing supplementary incomes from the informant program, the witness protection program. With every witness protection program, they get set up with a supplementary income, basically like Social Security, 60 grand a year to live on because your life's been forever changed. You get it every year. You get 5,000 a month. In case you can't work, you're too hurt, you're too injured, you're too traumatized, so that you live low to middle income. The government takes care of you for being a victim and a witness for them. Okay. It's him stealing supplementary income from the informant program. That's why I took my case out of his area. That's why he told on me the night before I called him back. That's why he badgered me in a false statement when I tried to tell what happened at Huntington Bank. They have admitted November 6, 22, Central Baptist, 10 o'clock, that the agent that called her back was one that told on her at the church the night before. An officer witnessed it and didn't tell on him before, and he verified he did it. Okay. Then on November 24, 22, Mercy Medical, in the evening when I'm in the emergency room, to a nurse, the minute was that Eric making fun of him for falling for the tapes before, for it being all him. And that the agent that called me back that bullied me into a false statement saying I was lying when I wasn't. It's him, because he is setting up people to embezzle government funds out of the informant program. That's what all this is about. That's why I never got my money, never had access to it when I was supposed to start getting it right away. Get it for the rest of your life. I was left up there to die and traumatized. They said outside my room, the agent that called her a liar, made her confess she was lying when she wasn't. Those men up there were so mad that he pushed her that far that they ran experiments on her. I told them that she better not have permanent damage. I do have permanent damage. I have a ton in my head. I threw up so much from being drugged up there that my stomach shifted and I need medical treatment. They think I'm going to die from what they did to me. I don't. They're premeditated murders. They're extorting money out of the witness protection program people in different agencies. That's why I grabbed my case out of his area. I lived in Portage County. I called the hotline, 1-800-FBI hotline, and it should have went to Akron. And there's no way in hell Canton FBI agent in the courthouse task force should have ever got it. And they may be able to pull and work anywhere in the United States, but they're only over certain areas. I was out of his jurisdiction. He's looked at it and it probably came, that I'd be in the witness protection program or informant program. So he grabbed it. That's why he told on me. That's why all this happened. And why he badgered me into a false statement. I was left up there to die. He's extorting money. They refer to him as an idiot, stealing everything she had in life for his own family. It's the only thing that's going on and everything that's going on. I bet I'm not his only victim. And they went at November 24, 22, Mercy Medical. The nurse said nobody finds any of this funny, or that Eric made fun of us for falling for all this. Or November 18, 22 at Walmart 62 by the hair salon screams it out that all the tapes before were him, not me. It was his idea to come up with saying it and then doing it, and it was all him for everybody to turn on me. And they actually went along with it and they fell for it. And it was all him. Some guy said, well, if it was just you, I could fix it. He said, I know it's that bad. Ha 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 ha. And they're mocking, screaming it into the hair salon while I get my hair done. I just hunch up in a well, they not only did this all along and Walmart's back. Okay. The nurse at Mercy Medical said nobody found it funny when Eric made fun of all of us for falling for it. That's when they said, well, the agent that made her say she was lying when she wasn't, under a threat. Those men up there got even with her for him pushing her that far, that they were inexperienced. And I told them they better not have permanent damage. Why I do have permanent damage? My life's in danger. And they know it. And they're trying to wait to steal that money under murder. They're that vile. But all the crimes that happened to me, and I'm supposed to be in protective custody. It's so sick. And said, you know how bad it is? I found out nobody's even said anything really bad about her. Ever. Well, they've been screaming out that, the ones that had grandkids for the house wasn't meant for grandma, was meant for Auntie Cheryl, and Papa and Grandma needs to get out. And then later on to Flora, my other granddaughter, Flora, they were making everything up. And whereas in protective custody, all the police and agents following people around, they found Melissa, my ex-daughter-in-law, friends with Michelle, and then them telling the kids to make stuff up, and then them stating on Thanksgiving of 18, they were making everything up because they wanted the house for Auntie Cheryl and Papa, the one agent's daughter, Michelle. Michelle's a young blonde girl, goes to Faith Family Church. Krista Cook knows who she is, and so does my daughter-in-law, Dixon, and so does Melissa's kids. That's where they come up with the sick, mean games to pretend she's mentally ill. They all are going along with this. You can never touch government funds. You can't touch somebody's Social Security, SSI. You can't touch VA benefits, and you cannot take a witness protection program government. You can't take anything from them. It's government funds. Do you understand? It's government funds. You can't take any money. It's protected from the government. It's embezzlement from the government. That's exactly what's going on. November 20th, Senator Baptist in the bathroom that said they would rather let her die than have that money. They can't even hold it back. It's like somebody in the Social Security office seeing that your Social Security came due, and they decide they don't want to give it to you because they don't like it. They can't. They can't. It's embezzlement of government funds. They're meant directly for that person from the government. Nobody can get in between it. They can't attach it. They can't do anything. I've never been questioned with Miranda rights. I've never been prosecuted and never found guilty. These people have pretended that they were my one friend's friends. I called him and he's like, it's not my friends. Tell them to fuck off. They pretended that they were my youngest son and my daughter-in-law helped my ex-husband lie about the shower scene. And I was sitting there talking to him about Krista watching me. My day happened November 8th, 22 at Zippable Library. And she's walking my hi. And then she's out by the van. I said something to her after I got everybody in the van. I said, I'm too busy for stupid. I take care of people for a living. I work in a day home and I do home health care. I'm too busy for stupid. And so, I'm going on and on and on about everything. And she's like, oh, you'll be fine. I said, what part of that makes me a victim? Did she not understand? It's like I was already found innocent. I just got my med certs. I can pass medicine in state Ohio. I can pass an FBI background check. What are you talking about? And I said, she looks sick, and she ran off. She's like, Karen, do they not realize what you do for a living? What I do is a form of nursing. It's like STNA work, but higher. Because I do home health care. I can pass the meds. And then I work at a day. I take care of the handicap. You can't even have an accusation. They just lie. And lie. And she's like, I said, well, I call him the Pinocchio group and the Wawa group. And I said, the liar, pants on fire girl. She's like, well, if they do lie on you or say you did anything bad, their pants would burst in flames. They better have a lot of shorts, as if you would do anything wrong. I start laughing. This is the person that's supposed to be helping my ex-husband and his girlfriend by lying on me for the shower scene. And I had no idea. My son's like, we have CCTV doing them all. So of course I just did it. The room my share is still down at Tuscarawas Sheriff's. He's like, yeah, he made my son had his hair dyed a different color, and he said he made fun of him for it. Okay, and I said, yeah, he made fun of me too, or he was real funny and he's real sweet. And I said, he's just as nice as he was 5 years ago. We all went down together, my ex-husband and my daughter-in-law and everybody. We all went down. So yeah, I got my CCW. They got theirs 5 years ago. And the same night sheriff was there. And I said, do you remember when I did title launch? Yeah, well, I still have my notary. I redone it. Then I told him about my med certs and that I got a 96 on the test. He's like, Mom, you almost aced. I said, well, I could have got a 98, but if I went back over it. And he's like, that's still really good. And she's like, you can't even have an accusation. Why on earth would anybody fall for it? These are the people they were lying on, that were supposed to be lying on me and helping them. And they had no clue. I just sat there and smiled. If you tell enough lies and enough people, you cause a storm. And nobody talks to anybody, get away with it. See, they still don't know. I know. I just sat there now. They had no clue. Well, somebody around me said the police already told them that if they knew anything, they'd go to jail. Well, they what? It's accessory to somebody kicking my door within 6 days, stalking me with body cameras, photoshopping a shower scene as asinine, date rape, darkings, attempted murder, and chemically kidnapping. Then attempt extortion under attempted murder and stalking. Yeah, they could go to jail. Police and agencies can only be in a home under threat of life. Failure to notify for initiating is abuse and misconduct, and failure to protect is abuse and misconduct goes in the right of privacy, legal search and seizure. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain quiet, 6th for an attorney, 7th for a fair court trial while in bond, 8th not to be mistreated, and a freedom of speech. Someone needs to help. People were walking around. My youngest son's not like the cleanest person, but they have a ton of money. They make like 140,000 a year between him and his wife. They own two properties. They own nice vehicles. They're not poor. They're lazy. They don't clean their house, but they have money. They got spoiled because I used to clean up for them. That's them. People walked by and said the other day I felt really bad. She almost died when I got food poisoning. My heart got off. And he said I told everybody to cut out, and it's funny. She could actually die from what they did to her. And it's just money. I know what we were thinking. They were willing to kill me for money, under lies, and photoshopping a date rape. They're that now sick. Knowing it was that guy laughing at him for falling for all this. Tape and audio in Walmart 62, November 1822, 2 to 6 p.m. by the hair salon, screaming it out. The Eric that the police are looking for. Okay, so you want me to go forward? I can go forward. Other people were out there. Judge Pete, it's us. We already told them. They tried to frame you for this, and it wasn't you. I'm telling you, it's the agent that called me back out of his area. They've been calling him the idiot that's trying to steal everything she had in life for his family. It's the only thing going on, and everything is going on, and nobody better say a word to her. They lie to people. Our charges have never been questioned. I've never been accused. I've never been prosecuted. I can pass an FBI background check. No, this is funny. Now that agent did put me in protected custody. He did said there is a $5,000 a month put in there. That's a $60,000 for a year for witness protection program people. I never got enough. That's what they're after. They're extorting money out of supplementary incomes. Other form. I bet I'm not the only one. It's a racket. Okay. There should be $250,000 in an account for me. I never got. They already verified that a Stark County Sheriff witnessed him telling on me the night before he called me back. The agent that called me back, they announced it November 6, 22 at Central Baptist. And then November 24, 22, that he bullied me into saying I was lying when I wasn't. And that those men were an experiment on me. a nurse at Mercy Medical, November 24th, 22, and that nobody even ever spoke bad of me before. I told you they yelled it out. November 7th, 21, they found all the kids lying in 2018. I told you about October 5th, 21, Huntington Bank, talking about Melissa Flies, and I told you about June 23rd to July 4th, 21, Walmart 62, investigators working case by penile. What are these people talking about? We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never heard anybody. October 2020, investigators working the case at FedEx. For we all know this woman's innocent. Massillon police documented in game September 10. She's never heard anybody. Told you. Even the 2-star county sheriff of Purchase found out those kids were lying. Yes, just for we all know this woman's innocent. And my one friend that worked at the prosecutor's office, she could never get out of the informant program. It'd be illegal for the FBI to drop you. Once your government agrees to protect you, they can't unprotect you no matter what. It's illegal. They can't say, see you, bye. Hope they don't kill you for any reason. What that agent did was considered badgering. Department of Justice 1729. If you try to bully, badger a victim, a witness, or an informant, you go to jail. If they get hurt because of it, you go to jail longer. If you took a bribe for it, go to jail longer. You have to take their statement if you believe it or not and follow it through. Or you go to jail. I'm so tired of Michelle's crazy family pretending to be people, lying on people that lie on people, like they tell everybody they made everything up. And more than 10 people went to the local police, and they already knew.